If you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Little House on the Road subscribers and followers. A lot of you asked, what do we do with our day when we're not out adventuring? And it's a good question. A lot of think that we just sit around bored all day. That's not the case. It's actually quite the job that we have. When you look at it, okay, so we're looking at this kind of like our job. You know, we were working 60, 70 hours a week. So, you know, we go through some extra activities here so we can live in our pop-up. If we look at it as this is our job, it's a lot easier than it is working those 60 or 70 hours a week. Although it's more strenuous than living in your home. So we got 7 things that we do throughout our day to make the job or the home function. Now, you know, some of these you're going to say, well, that's not really a job or a function. Well, it is, because we want to get into a routine. So here they go, 7 things we do in our day. Number 1, we take 2 walks a day, and we try to find a new place to go each time. And these walks can last up to, you know, a couple hours each. Hikes or walks, whatever you want to call them. Sometimes they're a hike, sometimes they're a walk. If we're walking on the road, let's call it a walk. But if we're on the beach, you know, having to walk over rocks and things, we'll call it a hike. And we try to mix it up. And at those times, we get a chance to, you know, do some video, make some recordings. Number 2. It takes an enormous amount of time to make these videos. You know, we got to make the video, and then we have to edit the video. And when we really look at it, it can take up to 40 hours a week to make these videos. And then Carolyn, she has a blog, which I'll put a link down in, well, there's always a link down in the description with her blog post. So you might want to check that out one of these days. But you know, we got to come up with an idea. So during the walks, we'll try to think of what videos we can do. Then I got to sit here in front of the camera, or we got to take the footage, and then we have to edit the footage. And actually, what I've noticed is the better I get at it, the longer it takes. So you never know. In the next 5 years, that might be all I do all day long. Number 3, I have to filter the water. I've got a video, and I'll put a link right up here to that video about dirty water at the campsites. You know, we stay at these 3 campsites. I don't know if you can see the spigot behind me or not, but there's a spigot right here. This particular spigot has sand come out of it. There is sand. Every time we turn it on, sand comes out and lands in our bucket. So we have to filter the water. And so here you see in this video that I'm filtering it as it's coming out of the spigot. And then I take it over to the camper. Now we can shower with that water and do dishes. I filter it again through our Berkey to drink with. And you know, it doesn't take a lot of time, but it does take time. It's a chore. It's a routine that we have to get into. Cooking. We try to do a lot of our cooking. Carolyn tries to do a lot of the cooking on the grill. That means you got to start a fire. You got to go through all the preparations and everything. And we do 2 meals a day. And so that, you know, that's 3 hours or so cooking time. I know this one doesn't sound like a big deal, but if we didn't do it, we wouldn't have electric. We have to charge the batteries. We don't have solar panels. We've talked back and forth about getting some, but on a day like this where it's cloudy, we wouldn't get much of a charge anyway. So I got to, you know, start the generator, get it hooked up to the battery charger, get all the electric switched over to AC so we can run off that while we're charging the batteries. And then I still got to do the maintenance on the generator. You know, that's our lifeline to electricity, is that generator. So I want to take care of it. I try to do maintenance on it more frequently than it suggests. Number 6. So number 6 is a grouping of things. We call it chores. We're going to call it chores. Number 6 is chores. So it's things like we got to do the dishes. Carolyn's always organizing, trying to figure out a better way to downsize and organize the pop-up. We got to do maintenance on our equipment. You know, I just mentioned the generator. you know, I got to do the maintenance on the camper. When it breaks, I got to fix it. So there's just a list of chores that you have to do at the house. Laundry, that's another chore. And finally, number 7 is shower water. We don't have a water heater, and we did that. Carolyn has chosen not to have a water heater. You know, I keep telling her maybe we should get one, maybe we should get one. She says no, and I understand her reasoning. We don't have a lot of electric to run an electric water heater, and we don't want to run to town all the time, you know, filling up our propane tanks. So we can use campfires to warm our shower water. And so we do that a lot. So I'll put a link up here about us doing heating our shower water. You can watch that if you want. So I'll put a link right up here about us heating our, actually doing our shower. The whole setup, the process, everything. So anyway, that's the 7 things we do throughout our day. No, we're not bored. We actually are pretty busy most of the time. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. And click like if you like the video.